Welcome back. I just wanted to share this as part of the essentials of the Airstream Base Camp series. And so it's upside down, obviously, but this little tube was produced in Mexico and it's extremely hard to find specific parts for this. You can find this tube anywhere. You can find bayonet caps and all these things. And so I had to order this whole Stinky Slinky undercarriage setup for one thing. And that one thing is right here on the end. It's this cap. And so this cap is not a bayonet cap. It's supposed to be secure. It has a retention strap. It has these little eyelets here, which you can see. And so what happened was that I checked this, like I check everything. I have a list of things I check every time, and I'll be sharing that later before we actually leave the driveway. But what happened was, for whatever reason, this thing vibrated loose. The cap flew off, and the Stinky Slinky popped out and drug for about, I heard this noise, I couldn't see it quite, just how it was dragging behind the vehicle, but eventually found out what it was, and the Stinky Slinky had number of holes in it, and we were going to a place that actually had hookup, so it created a huge problem. So trying to find this cap, this specific cap for the end of this, the Volterra, no say, I don't know, but that's not the point. The point is that finding this specific cap locally, impossible. Online, very difficult. I found one online at a RV center, and the cap was $7 and the shipping was $15. And so I figured, why not just get the whole tube? And this whole thing was like $42 or $45, I don't remember. But now I have 2 extra caps. So I'm gonna be putting this one on. I have the other end zip tied, and I'll be using a removable carabiner in this little gap so that I don't lose my Stinky Slinky, which I had to get another one, which also cost, I don't know, was it $27 or something like that. So the whole process was, it was a headache. We had some issues with the Stinky Slinky in the back of the truck, and so now the problem is solved, and I guess I have this extra carrier that I have no use for. All right, so here we are. We have the new hose carrier cap that I'm going to be putting on there. And if you think that if this comes loose, sorry for the finger, but if this comes loose, that this retention strap's going to really do anything, let me just show you how easy this comes off. Just like that. So if your cap is loose and the wind catches it, it's pretty much gone, which was the case for us. So the brand new Stinky Slinky is in, and getting this little thing to fit back on this, surprisingly, that even though it's the same company, the little hole where this plug goes is much smaller on the base camp model than this one that we got from Amazon. So, but at least I still have an extra cap on the other side of this in case I lose one, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do here to hopefully prevent that from happening in a minute. The other peculiar thing is that this cap is just slightly different in configuration, so it took a little bit of wiggling and jiggling to get it in. But in an effort to prevent losing this cap and having to go through the whole process of buying another tube and replacing my Stinky Slinky, I'm just gonna use a zip tie for now, just in the little eyelet here. I do have a small micro carabiner on one of my travel bags that I'm gonna use because it's much easier to put on and off, but this is just a way to keep us safe here for the trips in the next couple weeks.